What's going on in the Orlando real estate market? Is the market shifting? Let's start with the May 2022 Orlando housing market update, and then we'll talk about the possibility of a market shift and what it's currently like for buyers and sellers in the Orlando housing market. Let's check out a few infographics. All right, so here's the numbers for April 2022. And so this covers all of Central Florida, even Tampa, just to give you an idea of what we're looking at. So active listings are up since March, but down 18% from last year. New listings, there's not much of a change from last month or this time last year. Pending sales are down a little bit. Listings sold are down 16%. And then ADOM is average days on market. So that's the amount of time a home is on the market for. And so in April of this year, it was 16 days on the market. Last year, it was 53 days on the market. So that is definitely a supply and demand issue. Usually when a home stays on the market for a while, it's because, there's a lot of homes on the market. There's not as many buyers. And then also sometimes these numbers are thrown off a little bit because, there are some homes that are on the market for 200, 300 days, and even those are being bought up. So the fact that it went down, over 50% is definitely telling us that housing is in demand, which isn't a surprise, right? The average sales price. So it's gone up 4% from just last month, and then 20% from last year. And then months of inventory is 1 month. So like I said, that's all of Central Florida. So let's focus on a few of the counties that are in the Orlando area. So we'll first start off with Orange County. The closed sales are down 18% from a year ago. The median sale price is up 21%. Active inventory is down 13%. And then month supply of inventory is 0.7 months. So it's about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. New listings are down, and new pending sales are also down 17% from a year ago. All right, so now let's check out Seminole County. And we see that the closed sales are up 1.3%. And my guess is, some people started their search maybe in Orange County, more in Orlando, and then they started to go to Seminole County because they were looking for something a little less expensive. And there are areas of Seminole County where you can find that, like in Castleberry, Altamont, and parts of Winter Springs. The median sales price has gone up 20% from a year ago. Active inventory down 18%. Month supply of inventory is 0.6 months, and the new listings are down. So in Osceola County, we can see that the closed sales are down 8%. The median sale price has gone up 29%. And I think a reason for that is because it's the same thing where Orange County was getting more and more expensive. And so people started to go, north and south. And so in Osceola, they went south, and just more and more people are flooding that market, and the home prices are going up quite significantly. The active inventory is down almost 10%. Month supply of inventory is 0.8 months. And then the new listings are up 22%. And I think why we're seeing that is because the median home price is going up so much in Osceola County. I think some people are thinking, hey, this might be a great time to cash out. And so that's why we're seeing a little bit more inventory spike right now in Osceola County. If you do want to find out what's currently on the market, I have a link in the description of my preferred properties for sale. Now let's try to answer the question, is the housing market shifting? Now, when we talk about a housing market shift, we basically mean a change. It's not necessarily a crash, but it's just a change from what the market has been recently. So as you probably know, it's been a seller's market for quite some time, But within the last 2 years, we've seen even more of a seller's market and the inventory being very low. And I've seen some articles that have come up that are talking about a housing market shift. So here's one of them that I saw. Housing supply is finally improving as high prices and rising rates weigh on sales. So are we seeing that happen in Orlando? I want to show you a chart to give you a good idea of what the pricing looks like in Orlando. So this starts from May of last year, and we can see that the median home price has gone up 30% change from now until May 2020. And so now we're seeing 25%, 21%, 18%, 17%, 16%. And now we're starting to go up more, 21, 20, and then it went down to 17.5 in March. And so I was thinking, okay, maybe this is where our shift is about to happen. Are we starting to see a slowdown in prices? And so if we're seeing a slowdown in prices, that might mean that the demand isn't as high as it was, but now it's going up to 18%. And so what I'm seeing is there was starting to be maybe a little bit of a shift coming. And usually in this time in May, June, July, that is the time that we're going to see most listings on the market. That's when a lot of times people are, moving around the summertime because that's when school ends, all that kind of stuff. So this summertime and late springtime is usually the busiest time in real estate. And I'm actually, because of the way the inventory looks like right now, and because the prices are still going up, I'm thinking we're going to have a slower summer than usual as far as inventory goes. And with the prices going up still, even though maybe it wasn't as much as a couple months ago, this is telling me that there's not much of a shift yet. Now, I have heard from other realtors in other markets, like in Phoenix, that they are starting to see a market shift. And I think our market is very similar to Phoenix, Vegas, and Texas, probably like in Dallas, Fort Worth. We have similar markets. And so in those markets, I have heard that there is a little bit of a shift happening. And I think, we will see it eventually here, but not quite yet. So although this is a very tough housing market for buyers, people still are getting under contract. Things are moving. I do see things getting better, but I think it's going to take a long time to really see that shift. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home? Let me know in the comments. And while you're there, if you can give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. It helps out the channel so much. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you are a subscriber, I really appreciate the support. So that's what's currently going on in the real estate market. If you'd like to know my pricing predictions for this year, check out this video. Reach out if you have any questions. My contact information is in the description below. Thanks for watching.